Hey people, it's me. Play this at 1.5 times speed or 2.0 times speed. That being said, this is gonna be my reaction to some of this, and oh, it's gonna be real. I've watched like not even a minute of it, and it already got pretty real. But let's check it out, shall we? Let's see what Michael Knowles has to say.
In a very dishonest culture such as ours, we get comfortable telling lies to everyone around us. And nowhere do I see this more clearly than when
Yes, we do. Stupidly enough.
it comes to what is euphemistically called sex work. I've had these conversations, I've been on these kinds of podcasts where I talk to women who are involved in this, and I can't tell if they're just lying to me or if they're actually lying to themselves. So I brought an expert on to help me figure this out, and that would be my friend Joshua Broome, who knows a thing or two about the sex industry, an industry that he worked in and has left, my friend Joshua Broome. Josh, thanks for being here.
So glad to be here.
So I've actually made some videos about porn before, but I thought I would do something a bit different for this one and talk about some of the benefits and the positive
There are none.
things about porn. Media coverage of pornography tends to have headlines all about the negative side of pornography and how it's ruining everybody's lives and relationships. So number one,
Technically it is.
it is arousing. I mean, we shouldn't hide from the fact that a lot of people are turned on by porn and
No, people are turned on to porn. That's not the issue.
sexual excitement and pleasure feel great, and we shouldn't shame people for that.
That was the worst take ever. Just because something... Oh my gosh. Just because something feels great doesn't mean you do it. For instance here, if standing in lava feels amazing, does that mean I should go do that? Or does jumping off bridge just because you feel free because you're falling, does that mean you should do it? Just because you like the effect that drugs give you, does that mean you should do it? Like, hello?
that.
Probably smoking crack feels great, but that doesn't mean that I should do it.
Don't smoke.
Yes, that is correct. Just because crack makes you feel good does not mean you should do it. Did I say that right? Just because crack makes you feel good doesn't mean you should do it.
Crack.
the part that she gets wrong there, she says, and a lot of people are turned on by porn. That's not true. Everyone is turned on by porn at some point. That's the whole point of it, is to turn you on. And unless you have a completely broken sexual apparatus.
It's not broken. If it was broken, you'd know it.
You know, you're a man, you got red blood, of course you're going to be turned on, but
Yeah.
that's not a recommendation of it.
Pornography
You're a man, of course you're gonna be turned on by a woman fucking another man, or you're gonna be turned on by a woman bouncing her jugs around. You're a man, that's what you desire. That's what you desire in your life. Like, of course you're gonna be turned on by that. Does that make it any better? No, it does not.
Pornography is this fictional version of something that looks real, but it's not. And if you can't obtain what you see on a screen, you're going to be insatiable for this thing that doesn't exist, and it's going to drive you crazy. There's so many people searching for something they can't obtain, and there's 54% of divorces have something to do with pornography because it's just creating this lie.
It can be really useful for LGBTQ plus folks. Any education or representation
Oh my gosh.
of non-hetero or non-cis bodies, desires, or relationships is often absent or limited in schools and in the media. So often porn can help to educate but also normalize a lot of the things that LGBTQ folks experience but don't find represented elsewhere.
Put a pause there. Okay, now when I say that porn turns people trans and gay, I'm not taking that from my own imagination. I saw great young journalist Arden Young interviewed senior staff members at Pornhub, the biggest, or whatever they call it, whatever the actual corporation's called. They said, we will intentionally insert gay and trans themes into non-gay or trans porn to try to, convert the customer base, grow a new customer for something.
Romans 12 too. Like, you're either being conformed by the world or you're being transformed by the renewing of your mind. The world is conforming the way that you see sex, and you're desiring something that is different than what God intended for you to desire, what He created you to desire. So yes, it
Thank you.
is educating the world, but it's actually poisoning our minds, and it's leading us to a place that, mental health crisis is through the roof. And again, it breaks my heart because there's so many people that have believed lies. And what the dangerous thing about a lie is, if you believe a lie to be true, you create a worldview out of that. You believe that lie and you live that lie. And if you're looking at life through a broken lens, you're going to live a broken life, and you're going to hurt a lot of people, including yourself.
Her whole argument is porn is a great way to get more perverted.
4, you can
One, shouldn't that be 3, not 4? And 2, people, some people need to realize that I'm trying not to get mad about this. It's quite challenging, but I mean, it's bound to happen. So here's the thing. People think that love is accepting no matter what you do. And that is not the case. That can't be further from what the truth is. Love disciplines you whether you're when you are doing something wrong. Because if people love you, they are going to want the best for you. So it does not matter what kind of love you're loving these people with. Love is still going to need to discipline you in some way, shape, or form if you're doing something wrong. If you're not doing something that's good for you. To do something that is not going to help you in the long run. And if you were to come up to me and say this, I would love you, and I would tell you that you are going into a very dangerous territory of what you believe to be true or what you believe to be false. Either way, it's a dangerous territory. And I would highly suggest that you do not go down that road, because it can lead to very dangerous principles that you allow yourself to follow. Anyway, I'm going to stop this here. I'm slightly disappointed, but at the same time, oh, I would definitely have to say I will pray for this lady. What is her name? I guess the lady is not named, but I will pray for this chick, and I really hope that she finds out that she's going down a really dangerous road. I don't know who this lady is. I don't know who this lady is. I will pray for her, and I will just pray that she turns away from the dangerous road she is going on, because this is not good for her at all. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless.